gotta ride or die.
So guys, let's get myself comfortable. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a 2003 Land Rover Discovery with a bit of mild off-road modifications. We're going to take this, not necessarily to its natural habitat, because this isn't my car, unfortunately. We're going to take this for a little drive. I'm going to take it off into a grassy car park is basically what we're going to do. But we're going to talk about the reality of you owning one of these, because I see a lot of these around and they're very easy to modify. This one, hybrid turbocharger, mate. We're going to roll some coal today, that's what's going to happen. But make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, but onwards to some sort of grassy car park, some B roads, some good times. We're interrupting today's video to give a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Yes Auto. Yes Auto is the one-stop shop for buying any car, with an experience that's always easy and enjoyable. Navigating onto the website, you can select each brand that you want to look at, each model, and even down to colour variant. You can also select through the images, as well as looking at brand new cars in 360 degrees inside and out. I myself spend a lot of time just looking at cars for sale, so it's awesome to jump on the Yes Auto website to have a look at cars for sale. You can even do a smart search on new and used cars with an option to select cash price or monthly costs. Their aim is to make car buying easy and enjoyable. Yes Auto are the one-stop shop offering a simple, impartial way to configure and compare new and used cars from almost any manufacturer, with a whole load of clever tools and media content for total reassurance. Once again, a huge thank you to Yes Auto for sponsoring today's video. There is a link in the description to the Yes Auto website. Thank you so much again to Yes Auto for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to the action. 2003 Land Rover Discovery, a car that my mum owned, sort of like this. It was a two-door variant for like 11 years. The only reason we got rid of it is because the head gasket went at about 230,000 miles. I remember the interior of a Discovery so well. The grab handle in front of the passenger seat, the relatively simply laid out dash, the upwards and close driving position that this generation Discovery has. It's a very acquired taste, the Discovery, I think. It is a relatively mainstream 4x4, this, don't get me wrong, but it's sort of simplicity but livability at its finest, this car, or 4x4, or truck, or I'm probably going to say truck, 4x4 or car multiple times in this video, sorry in advance. This one, of course, isn't standard. I wanted to pick one that wasn't standard because, again, never driven one of these for the channel, never actually experienced what it's like, and never experienced a modified one either. So this is running a hybrid turbocharger. The odometer is reading 252,000 miles. Now, it's not fast, 225-ish horsepower, but it's alarmingly fast for what it is. There we go, that's what I'm going to say. Considering this is a rather large 4x4. So yeah, this is running, you know, more power than factory. It does black a little bit out the back, nothing too major, no rolling coal round here, unfortunately, from this Discovery. Perks it up a little bit. I remember driving our family Discovery back in the day, and my God, it was slow, horrendously slow. I remember just driving it. I think I drove it to Cornwall once, and it was just on the motorway like, bah, with your foot all the way to the floor. This one's a little bit more lively with that extra power. It's also lifted on some big mud tyres with modular wheels. On road, yes, this is not what this truck is built for whatsoever. It is not built for B-road bashing. I'm actually taking this truck down a road, so I take quite a lot of cars down, and although it's a very different driving experience, you're a lot higher, it's a lot wider, it's a lot more blancmangy. I'm going to say blancmangy. It's steering is vague at best. They're going to say vague at best. But that's what you expect from a 4x4. They're never going to be direct and exact, especially with their steering feel. And of course, if you lift it, put it on big tyres, it does alter that steering feel very, very quickly. My Dodge Ram is lifted and it hasn't actually changed the dynamics of that truck whatsoever. It still feels as sharp as it came out of the factory. These, and this one especially, I do feel they're a little bit more wayward from the factory. It's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing. I'm just trying to let you guys know what the experience of driving and owning one of these is like. Let's go on to the ownership idea of this though, because if you're out there and you want to actually buy one of these and physically go and drive it on a daily basis, how much is it? How much are these? Well, I had a little nose on the eBays, and yes, there is a lot of modified ones out there, but you can find a relatively standard one, 1,500 quid, 2 grand. I did find ones for under £1,000 from the previous gen Discovery. Not too sure about them. You do got to watch about rust. Probably running yourself into, you know, 3 to 4, maybe even £5,000 for a well sorted, lifted off-road variant that has been modified, that has bits and bobs on it of these Discoveries. Other things to point out, well, I think the longevity of these engines is there if it's serviced and stuff. Again, I've had 11 years experience of one of these in the family, and the only time it ever failed was when the head gasket went to like 200,000 miles. So that is really, really good going. Other than the rust and, you know, just various wear items, I don't really see too many of these having major problems. Again, like I always say in every video, make sure you are doing your research before you get in one of these or any other variant that I have on the channel, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're getting yourself into a slightly reliable car. Yes, Land Rover hasn't got the best track record of reliability, don't get me wrong, but I think for what these are, they're relatively reliable. Other than that, great off-roaders, great to throw around, great to put through bushes and stuff. Again, unfortunately, this isn't my truck. I'm not going to go destroy it down a 4x4 course for you guys, but there is 4x4 related content on the channel, don't you worry about that. Right, so first gear. See, it's not fast, it's not going to blow your head off, but considering the size of this thing, it gets alarmingly fast. Your steering as well, it gets exciting very, very quickly. Anyway guys, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel below if you haven't. I will take one of these off-road one day. I will find someone that wants to come and play off-road with me. If you're that guy, let me know, give me a DM, all that sort of good stuff. But make sure you like this video again, make sure you subscribe, leave me a comment below. What do you think of the Discovery? Is there bad qualities to these that I haven't found? Is there good qualities to these that I haven't found? If you have one of these, let me know your ownership experience and prices in the comments below. As ever, I'll see you on the next one.